With it right here with who I started with. We something like them Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 8, 26 plus 5. Mo bitches, 8 Uno Central Coast mob and suicide. Always arsonist. I step in the booth and gas. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right, live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Beautiful, mi linda raza. Gracias for tapping in again. Somebody hit a 1 and let me know if you could hear my audio. I guess third time's a charm. But hit a 1, someone in the comment section if you could hear the audio. Gracias to all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only. The members only is the backbone of the Pinchi community. They've been there since day one. I appreciate the members only. They have access to all the content creators, series of fighting fights that ever go down. And it's going down. That's right, Senko. I appreciate you, carnal. Can you hear me, though? That's right, you hit a 1. Oh, chingado, cabrón. Can you hear me? She's making sure. All the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only. We hit 12,000. Chingado, Rasta. I appreciate you guys for that. We got 12,000 soldados in the casa. And I want to give a shout out. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Everything's hood. Everything is hood. All right. I want to give a shout out also to mi Chicano hermanos Dankin and Drankin. They're coming up on 3K. I thought I saw something come across my feed saying a 3K barbecue coming up pretty soon. Man, shout out to them. If you haven't already subscribed over to mi Chicano hermanos Dankin and Drankin, do yourself a favor, subscribe over there. It's a good old time. Nothing but raza unity, nothing but positive vibes over there. No BS, nothing watered down, nothing cut. Shout out to them. I appreciate you guys. All right. Anyways, I guess the real question for you guys is, ¿qué les gusta? ¿Tacos de gato o tortas de pato? Oh man, real quick, I want to make an announcement. Tonight, if you follow me on IG, you probably have already seen. I'll put it on the community page, también as well. Tonight, I have the honor. I have the honor. Tonight, this is gonna be the first and the last show the raza will ever need to hear about politics when it pertains to us, when it pertains to Chicanos, when it pertains to Mexicanos, Mexicano Americanos, however you want to call it. It's going to be the first and the last show. I know a lot of people aren't into politics, but the shit does move the needle, gente. Now, to be honest with you, to be completely honest with you, I didn't need to see that debate last night. I didn't need to see it. And then right now we'll talk about tacos de gato y tortas de pato. Hold on a second. Hold on, cabrones. I didn't need to see that debate last night because for the last 3.5 years, you and I have been going to the grocery stores. For the last 3.5 years, you and I have been going to gas stations. And for the last 3.5 years, you and I have barely been getting by, not been able to save any money or buy homes. So it doesn't matter who's going to win the debate or not. Matter of fact, it's funny because Big Tone posted something and he said, I didn't see the debate last night. He said, who lied the most? Gee, Big Tone. Oh, man. We have a good old time. Gracias to all the day oneers, man. Everyone in the members only. Appreciate you guys, man. But, it's not going to be a long live, but I appreciate you guys already that are already tapped in. That's right, Senka. Appreciate you. That's right. Disco El Super Visto is in the casa. ¿Qué hubole? Is that a pinche burrito de pato, way? Or is that a burrito de gato? What are you eating, cabrón? Anyways, so again, tonight I have the honor. To receive one more time the chairwoman for the Republican National Hispanic Assembly. So I have the honor of having her on Chicano Street, and also Congressman Pete Hernandez, looking to dethrone the incumbent District 18. That's my district. San Benito, Santa Clara, Monterrey, and Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz County as well. So it's going to be a good one, gente. All the raza tap in tonight. I know politics is a buzz killer. I know we don't talk about this at the carne asada. I know we don't talk about this at the Super Bowl or football games. I know we don't, but this shit does move the needle. And that's why, particularly this year, out of all the years, finally just let the rockets go, let the missiles go, So again, Karina Powers, Pete Hernandez, and Miss Chicano Tube, who's been loading rockets since last night. She's been loading rockets and shooting missiles since last night, you guys. Again, if you can't hear my audio, just go ahead and comment below. I don't want a minute to go by or 5 minutes to go by. If you can't hear my audio, just click no audio, all right? But anyways, tonight is going down. It's going down like Richie Valens' airplane tonight. It's at 7 o'clock. We're gonna be deep on Chicano Street. And I appreciate the callers that call in and really aren't aren't are wanting to know more facts. That's all it is. I didn't go to college. I didn't get brainwashed. I didn't get indoctrinated. None of that. I'm basically regurgitating the voices of the raza that are down in the community. I appreciate you, HCB Chemistry. Gracias for letting me know, cabron. Third time's a charm, man. I guess the third time's the devil's a liar. I was like, what the hell? Probably because the Bluetooth was on, and my Wi-Fi was on. That's what I think it was, you guys. But anyways, last night you did see the debate. Okay, I did see the debate as well. También, they're throwing mud over here, mud over there. I wanted to see que mala eres. I want to see how bad she was. And it was, I mean, you could tell she had that shit memorized. I mean, I got to give her credit. This is one of probably the most pinnacle point up until her life. Right now, that's the most pinnacle point that took place last night. She was on Front Street. She's going. It's funny because she's the Democratic Party candidate, but she got zero votes. Just a couple months ago, she got zero votes from the Democratic Party, and all of a sudden, she's the savior. All of a sudden, she's the one. She's not a groupie anymore. Okay, that's all out there. I don't want to smear, because we can smear this way, smear that way. Okay, so when we're talking about smearing, that's what's happening right now with the pets. Tacos de gato or tortas de pato. Okay. So I wanted to, it's easier to smear, right? So Uncle Trump, this and that, and they're laughing about it on the internet, but it just goes to show, Raza. Again, this is politics. It's a buzz killer. This is not the nucleus of the channel. We speak Chicano topics. We speak Chicanismo. We speak heritage. We speak cultura. We speak being proud, gente, and califas. We finally needed representation on pinche YouTube of a Chicano, not vendido, not persuaded, not bought, down the pinche middle, who knows the barrio, who knows the streets, and has elevated past that. And here we are. Gracias to you guys. So, yeah, they're slinging mud back and forth. At the end of the day, I didn't need to see the pinche debate. There's been pain at the pinche gas station. There's been pain when you buy groceries. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. But I went ahead and I loaded a clip because I see a lot of people running, like a lot of the raza. We just, Jorge Ramos said it on Univision. That's kind of like Walter said it. You know what I mean? Who remembers Walter on Univision? Dijo el Walter that tomorrow, if I buy a lotto ticket, I'm gonna win, etc. Right? So, there's right now they're running on the internet. Oh my gosh, how ridiculous! How ridiculous! Never mind the fact. Never mind the fact the man had the greatest economy out of any president. Does anyone want to fact check that? Does anyone want to fact check that? I'll hold. Anyways, never mind he had the best economy of any president in the entire history of the presidency since there's been presidents. I'll say he was the 45th and the 44 before him didn't crack it off like he did, and he cracked it off. Never mind that. The internet is saying, how ridiculous would you vote for a man that says our pets are getting eaten? Oh no, vote Kamala. Okay, cálmanse. See, they think me and you are that stupid. They really do. They think me and you are that stupid, so they'll post some little clickbaity ass shit like that, and they think me that's gonna change our minds. I'll tell you what's gonna change our minds. I'll tell you what's gonna change our mind. I would give credit where credit is due. If this president weekend at Bernie's, he's been in the White House the last 3 months. Well, I heard he got up this morning to do a photo op. The memorial, today's 9/11, very historical day that happened today. We're going to get into that tonight, not right now, okay? Because I can go on and on and on when it pertains to raza politics. We'll talk about that tonight, 9/11, where we stand in the world, if they're really laughing at us or not, if they think Weekend at Bernie's is the strongest president, or que mala eres. She's going to be, strong with a baton, cracking a whip, etc. We'll talk about all that tonight. But this is all I wanted to come on the live and talk about is they're talking about uh our cats. I seen a meme and I was like, what is this about? Cats and ducks. Ah, okay. So let me ask the raza this. Um so is are we supposed to vote for someone that no matter just because of what they say and not what they do? Or are we supposed to vote for someone if they're pretty words, persuaded, very political, they look scripted, they got shit memorized, etc.? That's really the nuts and bolts of it, okay? Let's keep that a buck. Little big man 831. Hey, where you at in the 831, cabron? Where you at in the 831? I can tell you're not educated. Well, I went to high school 6 months. I pretty much fucked off high school, right? Camp YA. So I got my GED though. Wait, I got my GED. But yeah, where you from, cabron? El Chicano Malo Al Green was there too. Damn. Anyways, okay, let's get back into it. They're eating our pets. So the smear campaign. This is how stupid they think me and you are, right? Well, why vote for him if he made this ridiculous statement? And that's the only thing the internet is going on right now. Pets, 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 and pets. Well, how about this? What do you and I say? What do you and I say when there's clips of communities, city council meetings? City council meetings, okay, in these cities. Now, you and I don't experience what they're experiencing. Let me explain. Are you living in a city where they're pulling up by the buses every weekend? I know I'm not. And if you are, respectfully, hey, it's all to the good, my man. Let me know. Um, but unless you're living in one of those cities that the buses are pulling up because they're just letting them, they're coming across in thousands and thousands. We'll talk about this tonight. More deeper, more comprehensively. But they're coming over in tens of thousands every single day, right? These people in the communities know what's going on in their community, not what the internet is regurgitating. Not what they're eating our pets. They're eating our pets. You know what's cracking. You know what's going on. There's actually people that said their cats, their dogs, they're getting chomped up. They're getting thrown in a pinche disco. No, I'm just playing and kidding. I love pets. I love animals. But you know what I mean? They're getting thrown on the plancha by these cabrones that are getting bussed over there every weekend and getting dumped off. I mean, it's like reception in CDC. The buses are constantly pulling up. 2, 3, 4 buses. Governor Abbott over there in Texas. He doesn't give a shit. He's putting them on. He's like, okay, well, they want to let them over. They want everyone to come over. That's fine. Let's take them to the cities. That say they're going to help these individuals the most. And then what happens when the buses pull up to these cities that say we're going to help these individuals the most? Oh, well, we've run out of resources. You think? That's right, Tommy Thunder. Rain on them, cabron. Damn, that's crazy, amiga. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. What people used to call a conspiracy theory, I don't even say conspiracy no more. I just say theory, or it's a proven fact. Because yes, that's a big issue right there. Just like the children, they don't want to talk about it. I'm one of the only conservative platforms, and I'm glad I beat another cabron to it. and I trademarked the name, etc. I'm one of the very few conservative platforms, on the internet. Most of them are lefties, most of them are liberals. To each his own. They're just ideologies. Doesn't make you a POS. What makes you a piece of shit is if you're a weirdo creep or touch and harm kids. But that's your heart. That's not your political stance. So let's get that straight, okay? I didn't grow up in politics. I grew up in the hood. So forget about it. Anyways, uh yeah, so the children, when I speak to like Chicano channels, and most of them again are liberals and stuff like that, they get pissed off when I tell them you're okay with boys going in girls bathrooms. They get pissed off. And I'm like, this is your agenda. Your policies are driving this economy to the ground. I don't give a shit what Kamala would have said yesterday. She didn't have no ace up her sleeves. She did not have a full house of a hand in poker that she was going to say something and convince people. Because if she would have done it, she would have did it already. Well, she's the vice president. Yeah, the vice freaking president who has authority over the Congress, over the House. She doesn't need to she doesn't need to do much to get to Washington and enact an order. She doesn't. But again, when 46 came into the presidency, guess what they did enact? You know what was one executive order that they did do? A lot of people don't know about this. We'll talk about it more tonight, cabrones. I don't want to go off. I want to do like a little 30-minute live right now. The executive order they did give when they came in office, 46, people don't want to talk about this, is he gave an executive order to open the border. Am I lying? Does anyone want to fact check that? Yeah, I'll hold. Anyways, so yeah, the Chicano pages, when I say that, well, that's not us, that's not me. No, yes, it is you. And I know que te duele. I really know que les duele because they call themselves Chicano and Raza. And that's not the Raza. That is not our values at all. No, your values are communist values. Your values are just up in the air where unicorns are flying through the sky and everyone is invited and participation trophies are given to everyone so no one can feel hurt and upset that they got 11th place at the track meet. You know what I mean? It's like that's and when I call people out on policies, they get mad. But it's okay. We're all sitting at the same table. It's the razas table. I'm glad I beat another cabron to it. That's right, Maxine Barella. I appreciate you, amiga. Gracias. She says Trump. Again, just thinking about our wallets. That's all we're doing when we're voting Trump. Just give us 4 years of prosperity, gente. That's it. And if you want this shit to look like Cuba after 4 years, that's fine. Me and the family will pack up and we're out of here. But just give the raza 4 years so they can buy houses, so they can save money, so they can pay $1, $2 gas again, and so they can come out with a full grocery cart of groceries for less than $100. Just give us 4 more years of that, por favor. And if that pisses you off, you're not in tune with the raza. You're not in tune with the community. And maybe politics like you is a hood, it's a gang. It's Crips and Bloods maybe for you. It's not. It's policies, it's values, it's principles. This is what the raza is. This is what the raza stands for. Little Mike is in the casa. I want to give a shout out to my members only. We got a member in the casa. Little Mike has exclusive access to all of it. Matter of fact, he's been at every single fight. Little Mike is a day oneer. Shout out to you, cabron. I appreciate you. Bakers is in the casa. That's right. You already know. Yeah, that's right. So I mostly identify more as a conservative, just to let you know. I want to put it out there. I am registered as a Republican because I voted for Trump 2 times already. Once you vote for someone, they're gonna mail you all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? It's just gonna come in the mail, and they'll what is it called? They'll check that box off of you. But I'm really a conservative because I don't hang off of any politician. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, he fucks up and it's done and it's over. We can't do no weirdo stuff, no touching kids, no allowing little boys and girls bathrooms, sex changes. I mean, just universal health care and their economic policies is like, oh, come on now. It doesn't even make sense. But anyways, Tommy Thunder. Oh, anyways, tonight at 7 o'clock, you guys, the first and the last political show. I won't bore you. I won't put this out anymore, you guys. I'm asking you guys to tap in tonight at 7 o'clock. You know, we don't do every single show is not politics. But it's a little breather. It's a little breather from Cheeseman Tube. You know, we'll get into Cheeseman Tube a little bit later. Nothing's been going on. Really, nothing's been going on. People said about Adam. He said something about up north. He's saying they're not evolved. If I would have been in front of Adam, I would have respectfully said, "Well, what do you mean not evolved?" He said, "Not evolved because, well, there's no porn stars and there's no what the fuck, bro. Your definition of evolution is fucking trailer trash. What do you mean there's no porn stars and so, anyways, gente, don't get your panties in a bunch. And even some of the gente that said, "Well, we should elevate ourselves and take it as constructive critic." Bro, everyone is elevated. What do you mean? California moves in unison. I mean, it doesn't move. Every county and or city or state doesn't move independently. It just everything is moving in the same direction at the same time. But just like the banda world, he'll mention up north for clicks and views. Adam will do the same thing. He'll mention up north for clicks and views. I will give him this. He was the first cabron to finally invite someone from up north down south. You gotta give credit where credit is due. I'm that kind of man. I do. Shout out to the chat. That's right, JV El Centenario. That's right. Tonight's show is going to be lit. Man, I'm telling you, it's going to be off the chain. It's going to be off the hook. And I want participation, gente. People that don't know nothing. Maybe you don't give a shit about politics like I did it until I watched Joe Rogan's episode 911, you know, and he started talking about Bohemian Grove and the kids and what they're doing. And I had to fact check that. And then I found out I couldn't even use Google to fact check stuff because Google is obviously controlled, just like YouTube is, and by their owners. I had to go to different browsers. Like there was what is it called, the Duck or Truth browser. There were some other browsers that put up all kinds more information than Google. And I researched it, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's crazy, man! This is in 2017." So for all you cabrones that think I've been eating, sleeping, and breathing politics, cálmase. Okay, that's not the case. Darlene Aragon says the border has been issues for decades, but you don't have to be dehumanizing them. Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. Am I naming any specific people? No. People even get mad, you know, when you call them immigrants. I understand that. What do you mean immigrants? They're brown and they're, you know, they're indigenous and they're born. I get it, but you got to call them something. Individuals, persons, whatever it is, and it's not all of them. Okay, so these people that are you know eating cats, that are eating dogs, the people that are eating ducks at the public parks, they're just doing what they did in their own countries, gente. Is native, is natural to them to survive and kill and eat off the land. You just come to a country that's a little bit more domesticated and you find out, hey, you can't have tacos de pato. You know what I mean? You can't. You know, you can't see a pinchy trail of ducks walking across the street and it's not a carniceria. But when they come from other countries, they think that. It's trip. Miss Chicano who just stepped in the building again. She will be there tonight, you guys. The first and the last show, I promise. Well, maybe I don't want to promise. Okay, I unpromise. The first and the last show you ever need to talk about any of the topics. We might open up the phone lines. If we do, respectfully, I would love to hear people's opinions. I would love to hear people's comments and opinions tonight. Anyways, so again, the tacos de gato, the tortas de pato, it is happening. It's not just a smear campaign. It's funny because you won't talk about the economy and all the other stuff that 45 did. But the only thing the internet wants to talk about is how dumb it's not happening. Whoops. Guess what? Guess what? I uploaded some city council clips of people in their communities that have witnessed people breaking in their backyard and ate their freaking cat. Serio. I know Mr. 209 was in the chat. He'd be like, shit. I mean, what was the name of Mr. 209's cat? What's the name of Mr. 209's cat? Damn, carnal, my bad. Ah, man. And I was on his live like a week or two ago. He did like a nighttime live, either Friday or Saturday night. What's the name of 209's cat? Anyways, imagine that, carnal, if 209 was listening right now. Imagine that, bro. So again, it's not happening everywhere. It's happening in the cities that they're getting bused to. If you can't identify with this and you just see the meme on the internet and you think it's funny, there's some people that are living this shit, going to the city council meetings and saying, "Hey, there's three cabrones that got all the ducks, broke their necks, took their heads off, and started cooking them in the park." If you don't live in one of those cities where they're all getting bused to, then you can identify with it. And that's not everyone. Of course, it's not everyone, but they're just doing what they did in their countries. That's it. Anyways, cabrones, I said this was just going to be a 30-minute live, and I'm going to stick to it. But tonight, you guys, tap in. 7 o'clock, you guys. We're going to open up the phone lines. I want to hear your opinions. I also want to hear questions. I want to hear questions because people need clarity on things before they make a decision on November 5th, right? And then Friday night, you guys catch me at 9 p.m. I need Chicano Street to pull up deep. We're going to go over there and join forces. We're going to go ahead and click up. We're going to go ahead and jump on the G. Lou show at 9 o'clock. I don't know the format. I don't know if it's going to be an interview. That's fine. I haven't been interviewed. Man, Nino America's channel is Nino America's channel might be the only channel. Well, maybe Convicted Hearts, mi hermana, Jen Magana, might be the only two channels I've ever been interviewed on. I don't mind telling my story. Hopefully, it helps people because it's my story. Everyone has the copyright to your story. Don't be ashamed of it. Just learn from it, grow, evolve from it, and hopefully it helps someone. So Friday night, 9 o'clock, G. Lou show, and then we got Saturday. We're dropping the EBK and the stories fight. You guys, I want you guys to comment on the video, please. Let me know some feedback. I'm always trying to, get better at every show. Obviously, we've done Cholo Trucker since then, and then obviously we got Paradigm coming up. Splinter responded to me sending him the contract. Buzz, if you're listening, I already messaged you, cabron, this morning. Splinter responded to the contract, and he said this is interesting, but that's all I got from him. If we do Wood, I'm calling it Woodtober. If Woodtober if Woodtober goes down, I'll announce it and let you guys know. Open up tickets. Would love to see all of you guys there, etc. Central Crowd says David Rocha. Is the pastor in the comment section? If there is a pastor, then I always pump my brakes. I give honor where honor is due. That is just how we do it, right? And a shout out to David Rocha. Woodtober. Yeah. Yeah, Woodtober. Next thing you know, there's gonna be nothing but gabachos in the stand. That's fine. All the güeros come on through. Hopefully, again, if Splinter signs, Buzz is already game. Buzz has been messaging me almost on the hour. Is it happening? Is it happening? He wants to put his paws on Splinter, but at the end of the day, Buzz doesn't mind if it doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. Is YouTube shit. It's a bag though. It's a bag, but it's YouTube shit. But it'll be Red Rider versus Lightning. Orale. The interview with him. Yeah, if he decides to interview me, then you're gonna possibly hear things that I will talk about only on the members only. If he talks about growing up, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell it exactly how it is. I'm just glad that I'm in the right place to tell the story. You know what I mean? Now I've been going to the youngsters for almost 10 years. Next year is going to be 10 years going to the juvenile hall and the camp. That's a huge honor. Darlene Aragon says, hello, pretty G. I appreciate you, amiga. Hi, G. You need me, carnal. Oh, is that right, cabron? Is that right? Is that Frog 2-1? Orale, I like the avatar, cabron. Kyle, man, we're up on Chicano Street, cabron. You know what we do here. Wait. Tonight, 7 o'clock, Friday night, G. Lou again, 9 p.m. We're going to do a night crawler after hour live. And then this weekend, Saturday, we're dropping EBK versus Stories. Finally on the internet, I'm going to release the copyrights. I had to sign some paperwork, release the copyrights so you guys can react to it, clip it, etc. Tell me, Mikey, you ain't shit. Or that show was de aquellas. I would love your feedback. And then Mexican Independence Day. How about this? Marvelous Minds jumps on Chicano Street on Mexican Independence Day. Gente, I'm pumped up. Norby's is coming back. Pocho is coming back. Jeez Louise, what a month, man. What a month, you guys. All right, so tacos de gato or tortas de pato, it really is happening. They're eating them. It's not just a funny meme, and you could use anything to smear anyone, right? Look what he said. Look what he said. But how do you feel when what you said, when what you thought was false, comes out to be true? Some of these pendejos don't even have the sensibility to apologize as a grown ass man like Alvin. He'll get fired from the city council and won't say shit to his constituents or even put out a statement and keep it moving. That's disrespectful to the people, to the followers and subscribers. So, how do you feel all these pages that said it's fake news and nothing is happening when I just loaded a clip? Two city council meeting people that said they took the cat from the backyard, and another guy said he saw him take the ducks out of the park, out of the water, snap their necks and cook them. And then there was a body cam footage on there. Go ahead and just trip out on my last reel. There was a body cam footage on there where one of the cabrones, oh no, it was actually a female, and she was eating a cat in someone's backyard. Go and check out the reel. How do you feel the pages that are clowning when you get fact checked and find out that it's actually a reality? Again, it's only happening in those certain cities that are getting the shit bust to. All these people is pulling up like CDC. It's like Delano every weekend. They're pulling up in 4 or 5 buses because you said you cared the most. So if you cared the most, open your doors. If you don't want to open your doors, then don't say you care the most. All right, you guys, I'm out. RD says, is Marvelous going to be live? No, it's not going to be live because I'm going to be on location. I am going to be on location with Marvelous Minds. Yes, I can't pinchy wait, man. I can't wait, man. We're going to be in the heart of Chicano headquarters. And so it's not going to be live, but it's going to be dropped on Mexican Independence Day that Monday. Can't wait for you guys. We're going to go deep. I want to talk about theories. I want to talk about health. I want to talk about contamination, poisons. I want to talk about things that aren't talked about. It's not going to be a regular interview. Hey, where were you born? Hey, what school did you go to? None of that shit. I want to get to the meat and potatoes, something new, something different. Because Marvelous has been interviewed already 10 times, right? And his interviews get, I mean, the soft white underbelly one got like millions of views. So I don't want to ask him that. I want to get to something different, something substantial. That way, when you see it, you'll be like, damn, Mikey got down on this one. Yeah, because you got two minds coming together. So it's not going to be Cheesemate Tube. Well, maybe we'll get into some Cheesemate, right? About these OGs sitting in cars, but acting like teenagers. But mostly it's gonna be substantial. All right, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Talk about Iron Jacket. Yeah, but he's gone. He's off the radar. He's not even training no more, cabron. Come on, given a license with no test, you have facts. Orale. Marvelous. No sabo. We'll talk about all of that stuff, man. All of that stuff. Or you're talking about not knowing Spanish? Yeah, a lot of people, the language gets lost. People they don't teach their kids the language. Do you need to? No. But if you don't do it, is it a failure? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm not going to be the generation that births a no sabo kid. And my kids, all of a sudden, they're fucking unicorn, rainbow hair, and they're wearing all kinds of weird clothes. They look like trench coat mafia. And it's not going to be me because even though my parents aren't alive and my grandparents and they're not alive, I'm not going to be the one. They're staring down from heaven and be like, shit, we knew he was going to be the pendejo that was going to let it go. It ain't going to be me. It ain't going to be me. All right, you guys. Nothing stops. That's right. Ask him when Quetzal Dragon will return. Damn. That's a good one. So I'm glad you mentioned that because there's cultural things I want to ask him too. Jaguar Society, Eagle Society, how it was in those days. We'll talk about colonialism. We'll talk about, the ravaging sicknesses that happened, different centuries in time. That's what I want to talk about. Not, hey, what school did you go to? Maybe I'll get asked out on the G. Lu show. Maybe. That'd be good. That'd be good. It'd be interesting. At least it would be interesting because, again, I haven't been interviewed on the internet since Nino America, and maybe before then, I don't even know. Maybe Jen Magaña's channel. All right. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you guys go live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. I'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight. 4 Chicanos, 2 Chicanos, and 2 Chicanas. 4 of us. Look at the thumbnail. Conservative or liberal? Let's talk about it. I'll see you guys at 7 o'clock. Remember what I always say? Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.